From all the bikes you've seen me build up in the past, there have been a lot of comments saying how much they cost. And yet, they're very top spec bikes, but today we're going to transform this value bike into a value bike. I know, big stuff. Now, this is the giant Trance X3. It retails for $2,500 US. I think it's like 3,000 Canadian. It's a fantastic bike. It has the same geometry as my Trance X Advanced Pro 29. We've got a 150mm fork, 135mm travel at the back. It comes with Shimano 4-pot brakes, some fantastic giant wheels, good tires, wide handlebars, short 50mm stem, 150mm drop post. Out of the box, this thing is crazy capable. But as you know, I have some partners on this channel, and there are a couple of upgrades that I would want to make anyway. And that's what we're gonna do today. Why do I even have a value bike? Paul, you've already got a bike. Why do you need another one? Well, this is for other people. And I'm very excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Competitive Cyclist. If you click the link in the description below, use code PUNTER15, you can get 15% off your first purchase. And also, I'm gonna give away a $500 voucher. Details for how you can win that are gonna appear later on in this video. I don't know when, just at some point. And all the products that I'm going to be using today and putting on this bike, you can also find the details for them in the description below and pick them up from Competitive Cyclist if you so wish. I got this bike because it was a test bike that was left over a pink bike. They just did a big value test and I was like, oh, I could use this bike, take people out, and thus it was left here with me. Not only is Sean gonna be borrowing it for a bit and he's gonna work his way up to his first double black trail, if you haven't seen that video. Not only are we gonna use that bike for that series, I'm gonna get people that take part in other sports, so let's say golf, trail running, climbing, what other sports are there? Football? Kiteboard, kite surfing, stand-up paddle boarding, and I'm going to take them on their first ever mountain bike ride. And that's going to be a whole series. Really excited for that. So if you live in maybe the Sea to Sky area or the Greater Vancouver area, for example, once travel restrictions are lifted, if you've never ridden a mountain bike before, I'm going to take you on your first mountain bike ride. Maybe you've got a friend. Let me know. Send me an Instagram DM message. No, that would be direct message. So I'm not going to do many upgrades. Of course, I have to get the Shimano drivetrain on there, and it's a pretty hilarious tale of how I got these parts and what I had to do to get them going on. So if those of you at home are struggling to get some bike parts, I really feel your pain. But some of the basic upgrades. Now, these brakes come with organic pads. Now, you can put on metallic pads and have a dramatic increase in your braking performance. I highly recommend doing that, so we're going to put them on. And the rotors are suitable for both metallic and organic pads. You should pay careful attention to if your rotors aren't. They might be only organic, but luckily we're fine on these. I'm obviously going to put some Kenda Hellcat Pros on here. The Advanced Enduro casing on these Hellcat Pros, there's just a bit more stability in the tire, and that's not only going to help with cornering, it's also going to help with puncture prevention as well. Kenda Hellcat's 2.4 Advanced Enduro casing, available at Competitive Cyclist. Look at that, Kenda Hellcat, available. Hi everyone, welcome back to a first time install of tires. I've actually never in my life made a mistake when putting new tires on. Oh wait, I put it on the front. I've also got a 180mm dropper post from One Up Components. I've been using this even before they were a partner of mine, and it's just so reliable. Having as much drop as possible on a bike really makes a difference. 150mm, probably great. Probably works great for some people, but I know what it's like to have 180mm drop, and once you go 180, you can't go back, as the famous saying goes. Another boner of this drop post, it has the shortest insertion of what? What are you laughing at?
You should use another boner.
I said another boner? Another bonus. Another bonus of this dropper post is that it has the shortest insertion of any dropper post on the market. So say your seat tube has a little bend, funky bend in it, this probably isn't going to be a problem. I want to address something very early in this video. Please don't send me messages and comments asking for the old bike parts from this. I've received hundreds of messages asking for old bike parts. What I do with these parts that I'm not going to use. I just give them away to someone locally. What do you think we should name this bike? Monster? No, that doesn't sound nice enough.
Frankie?
Frankie. Frankie, you're going to bring a lot of joy to a lot of people. I just want you to know that, little bike. These are the Shimano Dior flat pedals. They're great. I got them from the same place that I sourced my other Shimano stuff. You may notice that there's a whole mixture. We've got a Dior cassette here, we've got an SLX chainring, and then there's these random boxes of Dior XT. As you may know, in some areas of the world, there's a bit of a shortage in Shimano products because of course cycling is booming right now. So how did I get these? Well, this is the hub that the bike comes with. This is an HG free hub body, which would be great if we were just gonna put on 10 or 11 speed Dior, which is what I wanted to do. However, there's none of that anywhere. Like, I'm sure you'd be able to find gold much easier than some stuff right now. What I could get, because I got this sent as part of the other video that I did when I was making over Anna's bike, I had a 12-speed Dior cassette in stock. 12-speed does not go on this free hub body, however, it does go on a microspline, of course. So I got the rear wheel rebuilt with a microspline hub. So it's the same rims, just a different hub. So that was that problem solved. But then I wanted to have the rest of the stuff Dior, Anthill Films are a really good production company. They make all of Shimano's really nice product launch videos, and they made the dog video, link up there, you can go and check it out. And what they had in stock was some SLX stuff, which is one step up from Dior. Now, I got the SLX stuff, and a friend of mine got a new bike that came with Dior. So I was so committed to this being a value bike, I traded him. So I got his 12-speed stuff, swapped it for SLX. So that's how I got the derailleur and the shifter. Me and Joel have been doing some maths. That's gonna trigger so many people. We think that, so the Trance X3 2 retails for 3,300, and the difference between that and the 3, which is what this was, is that you get a full SLX group set, a better fork, you get a 36, yeah, and then you get a full SLX group set, and the brakes are MT520, which are Dior's, yeah. So I think that what we're building this bike up to be is like maybe 2,800. Oh! Forgot this little doozy. EDC light. Don't even have to do anything to this. All you have to do is take out that bolt. You can even leave the stem done up. Take out this top cap, bang in the star nut a little bit further, and then put that in straight away. And you've got a little multi-tool. It's the same one as on all the other EDCs. So it's got T25, all the Allen keys that you could want, and also you can put these two together, and that's an 8mm Allen key as well. But something really important, actually, is these cranks. They're 175mm in length. This is a medium frame, by the way. 175, 170 might not sound like a big difference, but it is. Couldn't find any Dior cranks in 170. That's just how she goes. This is why we have SLX cranks on this bike, because I really want 170, and that's all we could get. Right, now, the brakes. These brake levers, totally fine. They work great. I would have loved to just change the pads, that would have been everything. However, the 12-speed Dior shifter only comes in I-spec, which is not compatible with this one. So, when I made over Chris's bike last year with the Dior stuff, we got some kind of bits there, and I still have these Dior brakes left over, which can be I-spec compatible. So, I'm gonna take off these levers and put them on instead of that. So this is not by choice, this is by necessity. But actually, Competitive Cyclists do have a lot of this stuff in stock. So I would really click the link in the description below, use that code Punter15 on your first purchase if you need some new bike gear, because Competitive Cyclists might actually have it. One great reason why I'm gonna put this 180mm dropper post on is that you can adjust the height very simply. So if I have maybe a shorter person with less legs, I could make a very simple modification using these little pellets. I don't even need any tools. You just unscrew that, put these little pellets things, screw them back up, and it limits how high it goes up. So simple. What? What's that, Joel? New merch available. Ah, guess that's down there as well. No big deal. All right, let's get this EDC light in. Super cheap, very simple upgrade. Have a tool on your bike all the time, and this is how easy it is. We're gonna take this bolt out right here. We don't have to loosen any of these. We take the long bolt from the EDC. What we're gonna do is gonna turn this 10 times. 8, 9, 10. Now what we're gonna do is take our friend, the hammer. I'm gonna smash this in flush. And it's in. Now we just have to take that out. Okay, and then we just put that in there. Tighten that down. Punters, we've encountered a little problem. There are limitations to the EDC light. Perhaps me doing this here means that you won't do this mistake at home. Let me show you. Your steerer tube length must be a certain length in order to do this. Now, I thought with this being a medium, no problem. But RockShox forks, you need at least 210 mil. And we actually have 200 mil available to us. So unfortunately, my EDC light isn't gonna fit. So we'll just have to do it the old fashioned way and use the actual EDC. So there we have it. The bike is done. Got all my parts on it, ready to shred. In future videos, I'll show you just how capable this thing is, and also maybe compare it to this one, which costs, this costs like 3 times as much as that one actually. But they look the same, so what's the difference? But you've been patient and you wanna know how to win 500 bucks. Well, it's super simple. A, subscribe to this YouTube channel by hitting that button below. Number 2, follow me on Instagram @PaulThePunter, and also follow Competitive Cyclist on Instagram @Competitive Cyclist. And then finally, leave a comment below telling me what you would do with your $500. That's all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning $500 voucher, that's US dollars, at Competitive Cyclist. So what did we do? We've put a Shimano gear system on. It's 12-speed Dior with Hyperguide Plus, so it's gonna be insane at shifting under load. We've got some Kenda Hellcat Pros in the Advanced Enduro casing compound, which will be perfect for around here in Squamish. It's pretty legit mountain biking here. We put a 180mm dropper post on from 1UP. We put different brake levers on just because we had to for the shifter thing. But the most important thing that we did was put sintered pads inside here. And we put a 1UP EDC tool in the bike, which means that you don't have to carry around a multi-tool in your pocket. It's just there whenever you need it. And most importantly, we put on some 170mm cranks, which should be better for a majority of the people that would fit a medium bike. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Thank you very much for Competitive Cyclist for sponsoring this video and giving you a chance of winning $500. Oh, watch it twice. Cheers, punters. I'll see you next time.